is WCSH News Center 6 at 5.
Raising kids is no easy job, but it may be the most important job we'll ever have.
Well, tonight we begin a new series called The Parenting Coach, where we're inviting families to share their struggles with our parenting coach, Laura Gold from the Hyde School. Tonight we meet the Sinibaldi family.
Put that roof rafter on and then the roof.
Actually, this me.
Okay.
It takes a lot of hard work to build a happy home. Joe should know he built this house himself, and he works 3 jobs so he can give his children the best opportunities in life. His wife, Susie, a self-described taskmaster, keeps the home in perfect running order. But Joe and Susie are experiencing an issue that many parents do when one spouse works a lot and the other stays home. Some call it good cop, bad cop.
I read you. Warning, danger. Do you copy?
When he's home with the boys, it's playtime because he doesn't spend as much time with the children as I. So when he comes home, they get to play. And I find myself envious of this because I'm saying, okay, we've got to do supper, we need to go do this, and come on guys, it's 8 o'clock.
Joe works hard and wants to kick back when he gets home. He doesn't want to have to adhere to Susie's strict schedule for the boys. Resentment was building.
Conditions getting worse. Over.
What are some of the things you can do to get out of that?
So they asked parent coach Laura Gold, author of The Biggest Job We'll Ever Have, to come spend some time with them to help them find a solution.
And then what little time he has, he'd rather be more of a friend than a parent. And I think this is where they get caught, as a lot of us do. Sometimes when one of us tends to be more of the disciplinarian than the other, we can actually project ahead. I know you're not going to take the hard line, so I'm going to have to take the hard line. And I think what happens is, as Susie said, it can be tough. You start to resent sometimes that you're caught in that box.
And then
Laura gave them some things to try out for a week to see if it helped. First, she asked Susie to step back, let go of some of the control over the schedule and the way things should be done around the house, so Joe would have more room to be a parent. After a week, Susie realized the effect her control issues were having on her marriage.
This week has been very telling because ultimately the message that I am giving Joe when I'm carrying all of this stuff is that, hey, look, I don't need you.
And if she doesn't need me to do it, I'm more than happy to let her hold the reins and go for it.
Laura also asked Joe to step up, to back up Susie with the kids, even though they don't always agree on the schedule. Joe has seen the benefit.
She thinks they should go to bed at 7:30, and I'm fine with 8:30.
Right.
You know? But when it's bedtime, you have to be on the same field and say it's time to go to bed.
Yeah,
and
it's so important to be on the
eat.
same page, you know, and to support each other when someone has said, okay, it's bedtime.
It's so powerful when you say, your mother and I agree on this. Or you need to listen to your father, or you need to listen to your mother. Or you don't speak to your mother in that tone of voice. When our kids see us being both the good cop together and the bad cop together in those moments, that's very powerful.
And Laura did give Joe and Susie one other assignment, set up a date night. So for the first time since Nathaniel was born, Joe and Susie spent a night alone.
We're going to go out for dinner and have a good time, and you're going to stay at Grammy's. We'll pick you up in the morning. And he was all right with it, but you could see his wheels were turning. Why aren't you bringing us?
And it's important for our kids to see that there are times where mom and dad, or if you're a single parent, you know, you're going to have some time for yourself.
Joe and Susie say they had a great time. The time to talk and reconnect was wonderful. And they feel good that they're dealing with this issue now, before a crisis arises.
Oh, Dad!
That's all right. We know how to rebuild it.
Now, next week, we're going to meet another family. They have a teenager who plays one parent against the other. We're going to hear what Laura suggests for them. And if you're having an issue and you'd like Laura to help you with it, you can email us. Just go to our website and click on the FMI icon.
I suspect there'll be no shortage of suggestions.
There always are.
This is WCSH News Center 6 at 5.
And later, have your kids ever tried to play one parent against the other? Do they neglect to show you the respect you deserve? Our parenting coach is coming up.
Raising teenagers can be a real challenge.
Tonight in our special series, The Parenting Coach, we visit one family who asked for some advice on issues many parents of teenagers face. Breaking the ice with the Reno family is very easy. This is one family that likes to have fun.
See, you guys are, you're killing the ball.
But they also know they have some issues in their family that need to be dealt with. Just ask them what they are.
I'll let you start because I'm working on control.
Why start now?
Okay, Maria admits she is a bit of a control freak.
That I think I overprotected everything. I overmanaged everything. And in doing so, I took on the entire responsibility and basically, cut Bud out of the picture, completely, because he didn't do things the way I thought they should be done.
It was easier, and she told me so, that to pretty much let her parent, and if she needs me to parent, she'll tell me when. And it's usually when it comes to, she's throwing her hands up in the air and says, I've had enough, they're your children, it's your turn, take over, through.
Maria and Bud decided they could use some advice, so they invited parenting coach Laura Gold, co-author of the book The Biggest Job We'll Ever Have, to come spend some time with their family.
And as they both started talking, it was very clear to me that, first of all, in terms of their morals, their values, what they wanted for their children, they were together on that. And yet they were both parenting in their own little parallel universes.
Bud and Maria have 9-year-old Matt and Chelsea, who's a teenager. Like most kids her age, her parents say Chelsea is beginning to show some attitude. Now, when Bud was a kid, he did what he was told, and nothing was open for discussion.
I started the no discussion routine when the kids were a little younger, but we didn't see eye to eye on that. So consequently now, everything's negotiable. When I say something, that's not the end of it.
I felt that, if you had a good enough argument, let me hear it, and I'd weigh it, and then, but what I expected was that when I made the decision that would be final. However, that didn't happen. So I have a daughter who can, litigate like a prosecutor.
And if the kids don't like the answer from one parent, they go ask the other, playing Bud and Maria against each other.
They're good kids, let's face it, but the respect issue is a big thing with me. When I feel like I'm being used.
If there's anybody.
Laura offered some suggestions.
I asked Maria to take a look at where in her life was she controlling, and where were some things that she was handling that maybe she could step back and let other people in the family handle. Bud, I asked Bud to think about where could he step up and become more of a parent, more of a leader in the family. Where could they help each other? Where could they get on the same page?
Laura also asked them to talk about the principles they want to center their family around, to establish what she calls a bottom line and a top line.
What are those bottom line expectations? Basic respect, tone of voice with each other.
Well, get up there. Get up there.
If we're having dinner, everybody comes to the table. If we're going to go and pitch in and clean the house, we're all doing that. Those are non-negotiable. So a top line might be, well, how are you working to go after your best in your life? Are you trying out for that team even though you're scared? Is mom working on letting go in the family? What are the things we're working on? The top line is making sure that in a family we're stretching for our vision.
You think about.
Laura says families are so busy today, it's easy to lose sight of the big picture.
We start lowering the bar on the bottom line. We allow our children to talk to us in a voice that we wouldn't allow anybody else to talk to us. And we lower the bar on the top line. We don't challenge each other. Is that your best, Mom?
Bud and Maria have done a lot of talking over the past couple of weeks.
we were together, I mean, as far as our values, our morals, what we wanted, you know, the end result to be. Just we weren't doing it together.
And now they're working to, and the kids have noticed.
Their flags have gone up because they've seen that something is changing or something is attempting to change.
Now, raising teenagers when you're a single parent can be even tougher. That's next week on The Parenting Coach. And if you would like some advice from our parenting coach and be part of our series, you can write to us by going to our website and clicking on the FMI icon.
This is WCSH News Center 6 at 5.
Parenting is a tough job, even tougher if you're doing it all by yourself.
Tonight in our special series, The Parenting Coach, we meet Tammy Harkin and her 12-year-old daughter, Julie.
Let's weed.
I don't want to weed with you.
Well, we have to.
Get away from me.
Tammy Harkin knows that weeds will eventually choke the life out of a garden, and that the fights she and her daughter Julie are getting into every day are choking the joy out of their relationship.
Well, come on.
I am.
Don't get snippety and snarly.
I'm not.
It's just the two of them, and boy, do they know how to push each other's buttons.
And when we start, it's more like two sisters fighting, you know.
Sort of your parenting today.
So Tammy invited parenting coach Laura Gold, co-author of the book The Biggest Job We'll Ever Have, to come spend some time in her home.
There's nobody else to back me up. The discipline. The discipline is one of the issues that we have.
Tammy feels she's going it alone, and that, coupled with the guilt she feels, can be overwhelming.
The guilt is that she doesn't have a father who actually is raising her. We're not around family, and she doesn't have any siblings. It's, you know, so it's just the two of us. So I'm everything, you know. I'm the father, I'm the brother, I'm the sister, I'm the mother. And it's tiring.
Laura says the first thing Tammy needs to do is get rid of the guilt because it's undermining her confidence.
We all have guilt as parents that we're not doing enough, or we're not spending enough time, or not the right time, and I think for a single parent, guilt really plays into that. That's unproductive to feel bad about that, or to feel guilty, or to start to second guess yourself all the time. You have to start with the strengths. You have to realize that it takes a lot of courage to be a single parent. And just the fact that you're getting up every day and trying to do the best you can, you need to take confidence in that. And then you also need to have the humility to ask for the help that you need.
Mom, just tell me.
It's fine.
God, you don't have to be...
No. Don't. He's actually trying to... Okay, see, this is what it's really like.
I don't want to kiss you.
Fine. That's mean.
In moments like these, Laura suggests that Tammy step back and stop letting Julie pull her into her daily dramas.
Because I do jump in on all issues. And I think when you have a baby, you're so used to doing that, doing everything, that there does come a point when you need to let go of some of it. And I didn't know it was now.
We get involved in things that our parents did not get involved in with us. And so that can often lead to 1 minute you're a parent, next minute you're a friend, next minute you're a sibling, next minute you often are jumping around. It's so easy to get off track, and when you're a single parent and you have nobody there to bounce things off of, no one to referee, no one to pull you aside and say, is you sure this is the battle you want to fight?
Oh my God, Mom, you're going to cry about it.
Love you.
You know, here with Tammy and Julie, they're such a great family. They care about each other. There's a lot of strengths. And yet a big issue that they're fighting is getting so enmeshed in each other's lives, pushing each other's buttons. I mean, kids are masters at pushing whatever buttons we've installed in ourselves.
Laura challenged Tammy to talk about those hot-button topics with Julie when they are not in the heat of the moment. To admit to Julie that she is getting too enmeshed and is going to step back and focus on the issues that are really important. Laura suggests when Tammy is getting drawn in that she use humor to diffuse the situation, and that she ask Julie to help stop the argument when they're both headed down an unproductive path.
Okay, I got a big one. Yep.
Laura says what Tammy and Julie see as an obstacle, the fact that it is just the two of them, can become a strength if they can pull together toward a stronger relationship.
Now, if you'd like some advice from our parenting coach and to be part of our series, you can email us by going to our website and clicking on the FMI icon.